This video is sponsored by Carly, Car Diagnostic.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So unfortunately I'm coming from the GP, the doctor, and I have a very bad news. I have a very terrible disease, and unfortunately there's no cure for this kind of disease. So unfortunately I am addicted with Miroslav, and we are addicted buying scrap cars. So welcome back into the channel, guys. In this video we would like to talk about cars what we actually bought accidentally, and cars what accidentally get stuck here, like the blue S4 from a customer. Is it actually worth to buy a second-hand car which needs work doing, and how much money you have to spend on it, and actually how much money it is to buy one of these. So all three cars are V8s, so that's a 4.2, that's a 4.2, and that's a 4.2. The next to it is a 4.2 as well, but that's a customer car what needs timing chains again. So we will start with our first car, which is Audi A6. It's a 55 plate. Obviously this car was recovered from Costa somewhere on M6. Unfortunately the car broke down. Nobody wants to repair it, nobody wants to spend any more money on it because it's automatic and the gearbox was done not a long time ago, which was like £3,000 repair. So the owner decided to sell it. First who was contacted was VAG Technic, of course, because we are specializing in these sort of vehicles. So he did phone us like, guys, I have an A6 what you've probably seen before, and I would like to sell it because the engine is not running anymore. And the reason why it's not running, because conrod went out, so it will need a new engine. Soon as he went online, he did find second-hand engines which are between £4,000 to £5,000 plus fitting, obviously, and it will still need some work here and there. We pay for this vehicle £500 plus recovery fees, and the deal was without the alloy wheels. So we took the original alloy wheels off the vehicle and we put these Bentley wheels, which are, I think they are 21-inch. The plan is this will be Miroslav's daily because he's driving the dirty Passat at the moment. So this will be the car which will go on the ramp as a first vehicle because we accidentally have an engine for it. And to be completely honest, the bodywork and the whole car, how it looks very decent and clean. So from our point of view, this will be the quickest and easiest one to put it back on the road. First vehicle, V8 4.2 A6. It's nothing special. It's basically a normal A6. It's not even an S-line. There's still a note that please don't take my car. I broke down. I will recover it very soon. From inside, yeah, pretty much stock and very clean still. The battery is dead, unfortunately, so there's no point even trying to start it because the engine is seized up, as I mentioned. And yeah, nothing special, but I think for £500 and obviously plus the wheels, I think this was a bargain because I did have a look on market and they're still going for £5,000 or £6,000. So this will be the first car we will be working on. We can move to our second vehicle. As you can tell and probably see it in the other videos, it's a Audi S4 B6, and I must say this was my fault that the car is actually here, and I think it was pretty much good deal. The car was recovered to us obviously because there's a engine management light on, the engine is running rough, as you can probably tell. And again, it will be an engine out job, and also it has some more faults, but this was a pretty much good deal. We pay for this S4, as you can see it, I think it was £1,600 plus recovery fees, and as a bonus we were given like extra 2 or 3 engines which are in the workshop already. So we have plenty of parts what we can use, and 2 of them will be actually built from the bottom to the top, so we will have 2 refurbished engines. And yeah, the biggest problem what's bothering me at the moment when I'm filming is the gas strut. I did already get injured, so I have to be super careful. This is the third engine what's in the car now, because the previous owner had a policy that it's better to replace engines, you know, than repair them. And unfortunately it didn't work out well. Every engine lasted around 1,000 miles and then it went into the heaven, and it ended up with engine at the moment which is still running, but it is rattling. So let's have a look around what actually needs doing. So the reason why all these cars are parked close to the bin is if we will get fed up, it will go straight in a bin and the situation is sorted. It is a lovely red color, which is fine, but unfortunately this color is known for a lack appeal, which this car actually suffers with. And again, that's not the only problem. As you can see, the wings are a bit rusty here and there, so probably best option will be replace the wings. Also, somebody tried to polish the lacquer peel on the rear quarter panel, so there's no more lacquer here, so that will need respraying. And somebody made a trampoline from the roof, so there's a dent over here and dent over there, so probably this car will end up with a full respray if we will do the job. And this is the stage of the second wing, so that will need replacing as well. I do like the wheels, the genuine wheels, but unfortunately it has some very special tires. Probably these are some tires for wet weather, and they will need replacing because they're not legal anymore for MOT, which is missing as well, of course. And this is how the interior looks like. We are inside the red S4 at the moment, and the interior looks pretty much clean. Even the headliner's in place, which is fine. There's not much to do inside really. It's got a sat-nav, heated seats. The seats are fully electric, which is fine as well. If you're struggling with the same disease, guys, like we are struggling with Miroslav buying all these crap cars, there's really no cure, unfortunately. Can't help it, you just have to keep buying these cars. But there is maybe one thing what can actually help you, and that is Carly Car Diagnostic. Thank you for Carly for sponsoring this video today, and this will be actually the first time I will be using Carly. I never tried before, so they send us this OBD device. All you have to do is actually plug it into your OBD. You will have to download your app in your phone, and that is exactly what we will do now.
A few moments later.
We will do a diagnostic of this vehicle. I didn't done the diagnostic yet. I know there's a problem, but let's see what Carly will actually say. Okay, the app is downloaded now. This is how it actually looks. Get started. We select the vehicle Audi S4 B6 B7, so we will go to connect. We can check the health of the vehicle, used car check, and other features. So let's start with health check. Overall car health check. We have ABS traction control, additional equipment, air conditioning, anti-theft alarm system, battery management, chassis electronic, comfort system, engine powertrain immobilizer. So all the issues which are installed in the car will be checked. So let's check for issues. Car has been checked. This might take a couple of minutes. Let's wait a couple of minutes. So we have first 4% system check so far and 3 issues found. Let's wait. We have 75% system checked and 3 issues found still. Let's wait. The check is done now. Show result. Overall car health is very bad. And that's actually before the diagnostic saw the condition of the bodywork. We have 3 issues in the ABS system. Critical issue, description, ABS valves voltage supply, react immediately. Sensor for steering angle, G85, voltage supply, so again that will be battery related. There's related issues, there's 6 more issues. So if I will click onto the issue, it will come as a gearbox fault code P0722. I'm actually quite impressed, you know. It has so much information. I actually thought it will be like a code reader, so you will plug it into the OBD, there will be some fault codes with some P0 whatever, and there will be a description to it, and that's it. We also have a Smart Mechanic Expert Guide, related faults. Okay, we have a P0711 transmission oil temperature sensor, and you have a full description to it. So transmission oil temperature sensor function. The automatic transmission in the vehicle has a temperature sensor that communicates with the current temperature to the transmission or engine control unit. The sensor is usually a 2-pole sensor using a variable resistor. If you're not a car guy or you have no idea about cars, how they work, it's explaining you very nicely what's the sensor actually, how it works, and what might be the symptoms or the faults. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. Then we have a driving speed sensor malfunction. Yeah, you have a task function of the ABS system. Again, you have a full explanation. Then you have the symptoms and the errors as well, possible errors and causes. You have lots of information there. We have an outdoor temperature sensor, again fully explained. Transmission oil pressure sensor. I am getting worried as well at the same time because I know about the engine fault, but I didn't know about the transmission faults. Thank you, Carly, for making my day more beautiful as it was, because I'm actually finding out that this car might have more issues than I thought myself. Then typical crankshaft sensor, EGR as well. I'm getting a bit scared because I've got a feeling that there will be actually more fault codes than I thought, but let's go back. Also, it's not only diagnostic, but you can check live data, which is cool. So if you want to check your oil pressure, oil temperature, yeah, because cluster is giving you very limited information. You have coolant temperature, which is fine, but that's about it. And then how much fuel you've got and how fast you're going and how much RPM the engine have. If you want to check the live data while you're driving, it's possible to check it there. Then you have a customization, so you can unlock any hidden features, which is cool. Then you have a repair guide, yeah, so it will give you an idea how to actually repair the fault. It is very nice diagnostic, and you can also check used car mileage, which is fine because these days you never know if the car was clocked or not. This will actually tell you if there was any manipulation with the mileage. So guys, if you have the same issues as we have with Miroslav, yeah, disease, buying used cars or even cars which are not running properly, I would definitely recommend to at least go on the website, check the Carly Diagnostic. If you will use the link in the description under this video, they will give you a discount. So I, as a car guy, I'm impressed, so definitely recommend it. Go and check it.
So thank you, Carly, for sponsoring this video, and we can continue with the walk around.
You have a rear and front parking sensors, which is cool, but unfortunately it needs doing a bit. So this is the second car what was my fault when we bought it, and we can move to our final vehicle, which is another Audi S4. So what I like about this car is the color, and probably that's about it, because as you can tell the bodywork is very rough. So if we will actually do something with this particular S4, that will be a full respray, because if you're gonna start walking all the way around, this wing is completely busted. There's a dent on the doors, there's a dent on the doors, quarter panel dent. Then we will move from the back of the vehicle. The rear bumper is cracked and there's a parking sensor missing. From this side is not that bad, but again, scratches here. There's a dent on the door. I think, yeah, these doors have dent and scratches as well. And unfortunately, some people like wide bodies, and this is a narrow body. So I'm not sure what happened with the front end of this vehicle, but this is how it was recovered to us. And this car originally came to us for an engine repair, and again we have a problem with the gas strut, and this is the situation with the engine. I already start digging into it, and the timing is unfortunately out, so we will need camshaft adjusters, and of course engine have to come out. It doesn't run at all, so maybe there's an internal damage, I don't know yet. Interior of the car is pretty much fine. It's manual, which is fine. Sat nav again. It has the Recaro seats as usual. Black half leather. So I'm pretty happy with that. And to be completely honest, I have no idea how many miles this S4 done. I will check on the MOT records, the last mileage, and I'll be able to tell you. For, as you see it, including recovery, was £1,500. So at the moment we have a V8 Mania, 1, 2, 3 V8. We have only one engine ready, so that will be the first vehicle which will come in, and then we will decide what we will do with the other two. This was just a short video what we actually up to when we're not repairing customer cars, and obviously let me know in the comment if you think that all these three cars were worth to actually buy them. So if you're looking at them totally, we spent about £3,500 for all three vehicles, and that one was delivered with the engines you've seen. So I personally think it was a good purchase, and also I think they are worth the money in parts, worst comes to worst. But definitely the priority will be repair them, yeah, because I hate when people are scrapping these sort of cars. You don't see many of them anymore, especially the B6 is getting quite rare. The B7 in this color is quite rare as well, I think, and it's a manual as well at the same time. Most of the B7s are automatic. So let me know in the comment what do you guys think about this, and I'm really hoping we will be able to create interesting content about all these three vehicles. And I'm really hoping anytime soon you probably will see them back on the road. We have loads of things what needs to be sorted. Well, you can probably tell, but I'm really hoping on the end it will be all good. If you're wondering what's going on with the RS5, what you see in the last two previous videos, the car is still actually with us, but unfortunately we're waiting for parts as usual. So the video will be coming out quite soon, I would say. We have loads of interesting information regarding the new engine platform, what you've seen, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.